Could we be seeing armed military on the streets of London soon? Let's find out. Hello, welcome. This blew my mind. I had a message from someone a few days ago, and when I looked into it, it just appeared that one officer has handed their ticket to carry firearms as armed police. It's crazy because when I double checked, it's over 100 armed police officers in the metropolitan area in London have literally handed their tickets in to carry firearms. That's quite serious, and I suspect that number will rise because this is pretty much breaking news. It's developing as we speak. I don't even know what the true number is as regards of how many armed police officers are literally not going to be working, patrolling the streets of London. Absolutely insane. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the information of what actually happened leading up to this, and then try and draw our conclusions of how we can plan and prepare to get around this, because we've talked about this on videos before and there is big problems within the police in this country, not just the armed police in Greater London. So we are going to rewind and we're going to go back to Monday evening on the 5th of September 2022. Now, I'm sure that most of you are aware what happened or what this boils down to, why this has happened. We're talking about a guy called Chris Carver. Now, Chris Carver, this was an official IOPC statement. None of this has been amended. This is what has been publicly put out there. So this is all we really know, because as we are aware, this is an ongoing police investigation and literally you can't get anything out of what happened apart from this statement. So what happens? Chris Carver was driving an Audi through South London. This vehicle was linked to a firearms incident the day before through ANPR cameras. Now, we spoke about ANPR, which is automatic number plate recognition. There are over 2,000 ANPR cameras across London. Now, this was made public last year. There could be possibly even more cameras now. The car was followed by armed police just before 10 p.m. on the 5th of September 2022. They followed the LD for around 15 minutes. Contact was made. Now, that is a term, contact. In the military, it usually means open fire or firing is going on, okay? So it is a grey area, so we really don't know for sure. Contact was made. Now, the officer in question has been absolutely remained anonymous throughout this entire investigation. All we know that the name of the officer is NX121. He fired one shot to the head through the windscreen. So that was an IOPC statement. Now, the Met operates over 4,000 operations a year, and shooting is absolutely the last resort. And over 10 years, there is roughly 2 shootings a year. So yes, it is very, very rare that this sort of thing would happen. It is not a daily or a weekly occurrence when armed police actually open fire and take life under the guise of public safety. So what does this mean? Now, recently there has been lots of talk between the Home Secretary and the Ministry of Defence and Scotland Yard, all in cahoots together, trying to figure out how to backfill these over 1,000 officers, 100 armed police officers, which won't be operating in the Greater London area. So there is discussions taking place right now as we speak. At the time of making this, it's midday, and this video is going to be going up around 7 p.m, something like that. So things might have changed between the recording of this video until then. Now, how does that make you feel, seeing armed military personnel walking around patrolling, or maybe even just responding to incidents in the Metropolitan Police area? quite frightening. Now, there's so many ways that we can talk about what ifs and maybes about this topic, but fundamentally, I don't believe we've actually seen this sort of thing happen before, where armed police officers literally join together and say, no, we can't go on like this. I think the bottom line is what's happening is, if you are a member of the armed police, the last thing that needs to go through your mind at the point of opening fire is, what will happen to me? Will I go to prison? Will I lose my job, etc.? They should be void from all of that, because whether you like it or not, without police, this country will tear itself apart. Within 24 hours, it will be going towards a Mad Max scenario. No one really wants that. People call it the thin blue line. And without the police, honestly, it's like my friend Roach said a long time ago. It means the biggest, baddest and meanest get whatever they want. And that is absolutely true. Just imagine there is no police. Just imagine there was no armed police. So we're talking real, serious, dangerous criminals. In London, you've got Eastern Europeans, you've got Russians, you've got guns, drugs, gangs, seriously violent crime, homicide, murders, all of the rest of it. And without armed police, literally London will become a no-go zone. Already, the crime statistics in London is going crazy. We spoke about this on previous videos with armed gangs with machetes running through London in broad daylight. It's really getting a dangerous place to live, and I just appeal to anyone living in London, just literally really look into situational awareness, because it is just not safe. And you know, these police officers have taken the decision to lay down their firearms in protest, because, like I said, the last thing they want to do at the point of pulling that trigger, if they really had to, bearing in mind that is an absolute last resort, and in more often than not, that doesn't happen. But in this instant, it actually happened. We don't really know the truth about what happens. Yes, there was body cameras filming everything. No one knows exactly what happened. We have just got that statement to go by. But the bottom line is yes, there is discussions right now about getting armed military on the streets of London. Now, that is going to be something that, like I said, we have not seen in a long time. Maybe World War II or something like that. So it's going to be crazy if that actually happens. Some people said to me, message-wise, is this like a false flag thing? Is this an opportunity to show across all of the mainstream media military on the streets of London? Maybe they're going to try and do hearts and minds things, trying to get the public on board to say, actually, it's not that bad having MTP clad guys with guns walking around the streets of London doing patrols or God knows what. It's reminiscent of what happened in Ireland, but this is on UK mainland here in London. Crazy, different kind of scenario. So could it be maybe like a footprint into a possible martial law? It's unlikely, but it is still possible. All it takes is this tinderbox to have a few sparks in the right places, and this could absolutely blow up out of control. Who remembers in 2011 when we had all of the rioting across London? It's very easy to push the right buttons and to make people react in a way which they've never done before. And of course, once bad things start to happen, it's crossed that point of no return. And if they've already got military on the streets, it's highly likely that more will be deployed to contain those outbreaks of violence, etc. So yes, watch this space. This could be a developing story. Let me know if you are in London and you are starting to see UK armed military on the streets. I really hope it doesn't come to this, and I really hope that something happens so that these really courageous armed police officers don't have to worry about should they shoot or shouldn't they shoot. It should never cross their mind. They are highly trained individuals, probably among the best on the planet of what they do. And I personally know two armed police officers. As far as I'm aware, both of them have left now. It's been a while since I've been in contact with them. One of them is actually out of the country now. I'm waiting for him to reply because of the time difference. Maybe after I've chatted to him to find out what his views are on this, I might do a follow-up video. So let me know if you're interested in seeing something like that, to find out, what goes on behind the scenes as regards armed police here in the UK. So we're talking counter-terrorism and all of the rest of it. So yes, let me know what you think in the comments section. If you want to, if you are in the armed police and you want to remain anonymous, it's absolutely fine. Fire an email. That email address is below this video as well. So let's hope that it doesn't happen and we don't see British military on the streets of London. I think it's the last thing we need. But like I said, it is possible, but it's also unlikely. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.